And we are live. And I will edit it, but let's do it all in one take without having to go back and forth, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. And just remember that there will be a bit of a delay. So I'll wait for you to say something, you wait for me to say something so we don't talk over each other.
Okay.
All right, excellent. Hello, this is Gertrude Mache here in Wellington, New Zealand. And today I am interviewing Faith McKinney, an amazing author based in Indianapolis. Faith, how are you?
I'm great, Gertrude. Thank you for having me.
Now, I know that you have written a very, very interesting book, Schmingling, the art of being well connected through blatant self-promotion. Tell me, what is this book all about?
Yes, Gertrude. My book, Schmingling, the art of being well connected through blatant self-promotion, helps introverts and shy people or people without credentials and help them position themselves as experts in whatever field they want to transition to. Many times people later in life, such as myself, decided that I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to work in corporate America or do whatever I was doing before, but I needed credibility. And so Schmingling shows people how to get that credibility in order to be recognized as an expert in the field that they're transitioning to.
So tell me a little bit about your journey to get to this point.
Well, my journey is varied. I work, as a matter of fact, work as a janitor for so many years. And I knew that I wanted to be famous. I had more in me to offer. And what I did was I had to decide, how do I want to make a difference in the world? How do I want to show up? What legacy do I want to leave my children and my family? At the time, back in 1998, I had a congenital disorder of my cornea called keratoconus, and the only treatment was a cornea transplant. And a family had donated their son's cornea to me after their son had died. And I thought that was the greatest thing ever. I said, wow, I want to be rich enough to give from my abundance. I want to be rich like that family was, that they gave even through their pain. So in 2009, I had the opportunity to donate my kidney to a relative who was on dialysis. And it was a struggle. It was my lesson in commitment, so to speak. You know, whenever you decide to do something, it seems that everything goes wrong. And everything did go wrong. My husband had a heart attack. My parents didn't want me to donate my kidney, so they were really angry. My job didn't want to pay me, so I didn't have money while I was off, sick, recovering. Everything went wrong, but I stuck with it, and I included it in my book because it's one of the things that I wanted to contribute to the world. And so through that, I gained confidence. And so I led a networking organization here in Indianapolis for 4.5 years. It was very popular here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I also interview celebrities and world leaders from all over, including Colin Powell, to singers and musicians and actors and activists from all over. And I get to do that. And at that same time, I've established myself as an expert, as a celebrity. Even though I don't have the true credentials, I created the credentials myself, and I show people how to do that in Schmingling with the 5 C's of Schmingling.
So this is very interesting. As an introvert, how did you manage to break that fear barrier? because I think that would be one of the biggest challenges for somebody who's not very outgoing. How do you do that? How do you change your intrinsic personality and be able to step out and stand out?
Yeah, that was something that I had to learn. I did take speaking classes and I did take up acting because I found that when I have a script or when I sort of know what to say to people, when I know how to say things to people, I feel a lot more comfortable. And taking up acting and getting the feedback and the critique from others who are seeing me from their point of view and critiquing me, not necessarily criticizing me, but critiquing my voice, my tone, how I'm speaking, that really helped me to gain confidence to speak to others and to put myself out in front for others because I know from the lessons that I've learned through acting and those type of things, they really help build my confidence so that I can do those things, so that I can be in front of people and be confident enough to put myself out.
So that was an interesting experience for you.
Yes, it was.
So how many people have you actually helped? And what kind of feedback you get? Give me a couple of examples of one or two of your clients who have managed to do exactly what you've done and change their lives.
I have a friend here in Indianapolis. Her name, we were childhood friends and we grew up together and we have the same name, Faith. But one of the things that I helped her do was to get started writing her book. And she completed her book. And what writing a book does is help to establish yourself as an expert in your industry or in your field or in your niche. When you write a book, that's tons of credibility that you're given. So she wrote her book. She speaks all over Indianapolis. She also does a local television show. So she's
So
just one of
how
the.
did she all of the information you gave her and she stepped out and everything worked out?
Yes, she loves to help people spiritually. She's religious, but she has these 7 principles that she uses to lead a better life. There's seven principles to a fulfilled life, and she helps people when she talks about those things in real life. And so I just suggested to her that she write a book about that, to write maybe a book with some workbook space, and she shares her book with others. She sells it on Amazon and Kindle, and she speaks about it to women's groups all over town. And she also she just got married, so she's a little busy right now. But yeah, she really has. She's seen as a celebrity too. We also use social media to put ourselves out there to show people what we do, and consistently we show people the same things that we don't do one thing one day or something else another. We're really consistent with our
Okay.
message.
So tell me, what are your 5 C's? I know you mentioned that you have 5 C's that you communicate and talk to people. What are they?
Well, the 5 C's of schmingling are create, and that's create the life that you want, starting from the back, starting from the end, from when you die. How do you want your life to look? The second is confidence, and I spoke about that, building confidence through acting or speaking or just practicing your craft, things that build your confidence. The next C is credibility, earning credibility, and that could be through writing a book, through social proof. Gathering social proof through photographs is one of the ways that I love to get credibility. The fourth C is connection, and being well connected helps you, and getting well connected by joining groups, by being involved in your community. And the last is, oh gosh, Corresponding. Correspond with people through letters, staying connected to people through uh, and being remembered by people through letters. One of the ways that I build really strong relationships is through handwritten notes. And I know that's kind of out of style now, but handwriting and sending physical objects to be remembered, memorabilia that you share with that one person. It could be a laugh, it could be an article that you cut out for someone and sending it through the mail. Those things build a true connection. And yeah,
And especially
correspondence.
now when we live in such a virtual world where everything is through email and online connection and contact, I think going back to the physical is probably something very important at this stage in our evolution.
It truly is. Being going back to things that aren't as easy, such as email, going back to handwriting a letter instead of you know typing one out or sending a message or a text. Those things can be held and remembered and kept and passed on to generations, and we have control over what happens to them. A lot of times we might not have control over an email. It may get discarded. It may get lost. But if we send something and we have it in our hands, we can touch it. There's a connection. There's a special energy that physical handwriting brings and delivers and offers.
So where can people buy your book?
People can purchase my book on Amazon, Amazon.com, and it's also on Kindle.
Okay, well, I wish you luck with this amazing endeavor that you have taken on. And congratulations on completing your book and getting out there in the world and making a difference.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the interview.
It's an absolute pleasure. Take care.